Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to This Week in the Casual Sports Talk Podcast, Super Bowl Chiefs edition. So, Douglas, how you feeling about them Chiefs yet again making it to a Super Bowl?
You know, Stu, we've been talking a lot this week, and we all wish that both teams could lose.
Yes.
That's the thought here. They don't need 3 and 5 years.
Yes. Man, I just got to say, my poor nephew, who's now 1 year old, going to be 1 today. He has not seen a world where Patrick Mahomes has won a Lombardi. I'm just saying. Don't you feel bad for that baby?
He's won.
No, he said he was born after the last Super Bowl. So he hasn't seen them win a Super Bowl. It's crazy, guys. Man, you got a slight eye roll from Alex. And I lost your audio. Yeah, I can't hear you, Stu.
This is why we are the top-notch podcast right now of all the lands, and not being a disaster right now. But anyway, we're decided we're gonna do a recap of the season of why did the Kansas City Chiefs make it to Super Bowl 58. So, like I said, the Chiefs had a great 5-year run, Douglas. Isn't it amazing to think, man, when 5 years ago, when they were playing against the 49ers, we were both like, man, these are the lovable underdogs. They haven't won a Super Bowl in like almost 40 years since 1970. Actually, 50 years since 1970. Oh, as times have changed, right, Douglas?
I suppose so, Stu.
You're supposed to. But it is so crazy to think the last 5 years. So they literally won a Super Bowl against the 49ers, lost a Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their worst season in those 5 years was losing to the AFC Championship against the Bengals. Won a Super Bowl and is now yet again back to another Super Bowl right now. What a run. What a dynasty run right now.
Yeah, dynasty is the right word, Stu. No doubt.
Yes, and now it's going to be interesting because this is going to be the interesting Super Bowl. Can the Chiefs get that triple crown? But anyway.
Stu, I got a thought for you here, too, which is off the cuff. I think Brady retiring is the best thing that ever happened to Mahomes. Because, once Brady retired, Mahomes could take over, but Brady knocked him down every time he could. Beat him in the Super Bowl.
To be fair, he did win his first Super Bowl by beating Brady.
And then he lost in the Super Bowl next year to Brady, right?
Yeah, but they did beat the Patriots. I'm just saying. It's no, like one dynasty ends.
Brady didn't beat Brady in the Super Bowl, Stu.
Yeah, he did beat Brady in the Super Bowl. Okay. But
how did he? No, he didn't. They would have both been the AFC, Stu.
No, on Super Bowl the Super Bowl 21. They lost to Brady. They lost to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, they lost to the Buccaneers. That's what I'm saying. They lost to Tom Brady.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway. They lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. He lost to Tom Brady in the 2018 AFC Championship. So he might have 4 Super Bowls if it wasn't for Thomas Brady.
Yep, and basically Father Time, which always beats everybody. Somehow, Father Time always somehow beats everybody.
No, I think Brady dude, he looks good.
Yeah,
Brady looks good.
Hey, Brady looks great for his age. Fuck, I would be great for his age. I want to be great. I want to be the same weight as Brady when I'm his age.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess this year is going to be interesting. So, interestingly, when I was looking up, so like I said, we literally look up a couple things, Wikipedia's, urinating trees videos, and my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports, which is interesting because we talked about, like I said, this year they're coming back from their Super Bowl win. And interestingly enough, I guess the only thing that's very interesting in this year is Eric the Enemy is going to leave to go to the Commanders as the offensive coordinator. And it's very interesting that, like, I think everybody's like, it's the same thing when like that one player went to the Dolphins. It's like, oh my God, the Chiefs are not going to be good no more. No, this is the end. It's like, come on, buddy. Guys, calm down. You got Patrick. You got Andy Reid as a head coach. You got those 2 factors. It don't mean nothing. Oh,
Sucks.
Ooh, reset it. Chiefs offense sucks.
you know what? But the Chiefs got one thing. They're getting to the mother trucking Super Bowl right now. And it's interesting.
There we go. You heard it here first, Stu.
Oh my goodness. I disagree. Anyway, but I will say one thing. So it looks like the Chiefs, interestingly enough, he gave the record for the Chiefs an 11-12 record.
11-12. That's why.
Actually, 12. I know, sorry, 12-5. 12-5
Oh,
for
he's
this.
close. He's close.
Yeah. So, like I said, they got 11 and I mean, that's not really that much. I mean, like I said, 12-5. That's really close to what the actual record was. Interestingly enough, your name tree guy gave the Chiefs going to winning the division. Shocker. Oh my God. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the division. I was even going to pick them. And even preseason, me and you, Douglas, gave them a solid 9.
Nice.
So then we got to talk about week 1 of the Super Bowl.
Oh, we lost you, Stu.
Vaulting. And now I lost you. Can you see me? Hello.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, I can't see you, but it's okay. We will talk about we talk about the great beginning of week 1, where the Lions are gonna be the first opponent against the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Interestingly enough,
Hell yeah. Only week I want to talk about.
yes, the recap of this one, where the Lions actually beat the Kansas City Chiefs decisively. They were good both offense and defense. It's kind of like a weird game. There is no Travis Kelce in this game. He is out for the first week. So it's like, I don't know what we're going to do. We're not looking good. Goff is looking good. Patrick Mahomes is not looking good. And the Kansas City Chiefs lose this game 21-20. I guess we got to talk about it. For you, Douglas, as a Lions fan, what was your thoughts on the Kansas City Chiefs going 0-1 right now?
Well, my thought were a lot more focused on the Lions than the Chiefs at the moment, because thinking, man, the Lions might be legit, as we found out they were. As far as the Chiefs themselves go, I thought that they'd take a step back. Like, I kind of thought, maybe they won't be as good as they've been in years past. Maybe this is the downfall. Mahomes or Kelsey's getting old. They don't have Hill. They don't have a good receiver. I didn't think that they'd be that good.
No, I don't think they looked as good right there in that game. I mean, like I said, it's like, it's interesting because this is kind of like the representation of what you think of the regular season. It's just like, wait a minute. Is this team kind of a little bit slipping? Is this not like the best? I'm kind of a little bit concerned about this Chiefs team right now. So we'll see like how it's going to go on this team. It's like, ooh. We don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the what did we give them for week 1? That's
Yeah.
yes, for the tier maker right now.
Let's see if I can pull up the tier maker too, Stusif.
Yes. We do have the tier maker right there for week 1.
Found your sheet.
Yes.
Nice. There we go. I'm going to open her up too so I can reference.
Oh. Yes, it's the blue one we did.
It looks like we dropped them down to an 8.
Yeah, because I think at the time, because it was like, okay, if I remember correctly at the 8, I think we both kind of thought, okay, yeah, it's week 1. You can't really count out the Chiefs right now. This is still the Kansas City Chiefs. And it wasn't like they got blown out by the Lions. It was only by like 1 point right there.
Yep.
Like this one, like perfectly fine. So, like I said, week 1, we start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now 0-1. And now
the 0-1 Chiefs.
0-1 Chiefs. And the Lions are looking kind of good right now. We're both kind of like, oh, is this Lions team ready for the W right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am like to call the stalling right now.
You're succeeding, Stu.
I am succeeding in the great game of the stalling.
Hell of
So,
a transition.
so that is week 1. Week 2, we're gonna have a bunch of rows of games. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have, we like to call it. Now we're back to the regular Chiefs right now, and the Chiefs got to play against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I thought regular season, okay, they're looking good. I don't know if they're going to be great, but I don't think they're going to beat them Chiefs. And oh boy, Chiefs look good. Offense, defense look kind of good. The great score right now is actually Patrick Mahomes with 1 touchdown. No one else scored a touchdown right there in that game. He got 305 yards right there. Looking really good. Didn't get any interceptions. Technically, they got an interception. Jaguars did. But they're looking good. They finally like, all right, we got a rusty game right now. We're not looking as great. But second game, we came back. We're the Chiefs. Can't count us out.
Can't do it.
All right. Interestingly enough, Douglas, what do you think we gave? I think we probably gave him the good 8 on that score. What do you think?
Yeah, we still did. Yeah.
Because we were like, you know what? The Chiefs, man. You can't count out them Chiefs. How can you say no to the Kansas City Chiefs?
Heck
Now,
yeah, how can you, man?
now the Kansas City Chiefs got to play against their next toughest opponent. And this is the most toughest, scariest opponent they had to play against. The Chicago Bears at Arrowhead Stadium.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Oh, and the Chiefs just done what Aaron Rodgers has done for decades for the Bears. Just owning them, just destroying them. Just
Jordan
getting. Oh my God!
Yeah.
It is
Poor Bear.
literally. It was literally a massacre right here. If I'm just looking at it's like first quarter. It's like touchdown, 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 touchdown. It is a massacre of all exceptions.
What was the final score?
41-10.
Oh, that was a massacre.
Oh my God! Patrick Mahomes got 3 touchdowns.
Wow,
They
nice.
got Blaine Gabbert to play the game. That's how much bad the Bears played. They did not look good on that game.
Wow.
But I think also I remember in the sky above, it's a bird. It's a plane. Wait a minute. Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce? Oh my
story of the
goodness.
year.
Story of the year. Where the Swifties are becoming.
Stu, Reese here gave us an interesting fact yesterday.
Yeah.
How much money do you think Taylor Swift brought into the NFL from just appearing?
Oh, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, $331 million.
Because I will always say this, and I know we're going backwards. I will always say this, and I'm going to tell you this: NFL, they don't care about me. They don't care about you, Douglas. None of our friends. They don't care about us. They could slap our mom. They could literally tell us you're a garbage human being, and I hate you, Douglas. You're still going to watch those NFL games? Are you going to tell me I'm not?
If I could get that level of response from the NFL, I'd be pretty proud of myself,
Yes. If you got blocked, by the NFL on Twitter, I think that's a badge of honor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like you got to really do something offensive, Like there's not a lot that the NFL will get rid of somebody for.
I still laugh at the random tangent. I know. I still laugh at the one year when the Pittsburgh Steelers did that 2018 season where they were kind of a dumpster fire, and that was the year that Big Ben was being a douche, and Antonio Brown was sat out a game because he didn't get the ball, and it's just like Le'Veon was sitting out for the season. The funniest part, like he was like the urinating tree guy was complaining about this team so much they blocked him. The official Pittsburgh Twitter account officially blocked him. I don't
What a
know.
legend.
I don't know.
Hey,
How
Stu,
you feel.
I'm going to hand it to Chris for a few moments because I'll be right back. Chris is guest appearing.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. How you feeling, Christopher Theodore? How you feeling?
Feeling great about the Chiefs possibly winning the Super Bowl.
Yes, so you're looking so much good right now. I cannot see you right now, but like I said, we're talking about the greatness of the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. They are now 2-1 right now. I'm going to do a double check just to make sure on the tier maker. What did we give the Chiefs? I believe we got yes, if I remember correctly, we gave the Chiefs an 8. Still thought they were very good. Still thought this team was good, but like I said, they played against, let's be honest, they did play against a garbage Bears team. Sorry, Bears fans. I know the team was supposed to be better, but that's okay. Unfortunately, they're not the best. I'm just saying right now. So anyway, so I guess I should say, Theodore, what's your thoughts about right now when you were watching the Chiefs season right now? Did you felt still confident, still looking good, still feeling that this could be the team right now?
Sure. Which week did the Chiefs play the Bears?
Week 3.
That was week 3, and the Chiefs. What was the Chiefs' record through week 3?
Week 3, they were 2-1 right now, and
I mean,
they're looking
2-1
good.
through 3 weeks.
Yeah, so the Chiefs right now, we're about, we basically gave them lots of 8s. Lots of 8s. I was thinking this team is at least going to the NFC Championship. Now, the Chiefs, this is kind of like the weird one where we're like, they won this game, but it's a little bit weird. They got to play against the Jets at MetLife Stadium. Mind you, this is the point when Aaron Rodgers is out for the season. Is not coming back. And they kind of were like, this kind of felt like the one weird thing where they were like a little bit mid. Like, shouldn't they be like dominating against this team? I mean, this team like got their butts whipped by the Cowboys a couple weeks ago. Why is this team like sort of struggling? I mean, I know they won. I mean, Patrick Mahomes got 2 interceptions in this game. It is crazy to think about that.
Yeah, but the Chiefs still got the victory, though, correct?
Yes, they did get the victory. They did win this game 23-20, but there's a little bit of warning signs. It's like, yes, Patrick Mahomes did get a touchdown, but like I said, there's a little bit of like, okay, it's an ugly game. It's a bad game. But on the flip side, and I always say this.
All right, I'm back, Stu. So
Yes, I should ask you, Douglas. We are talking about the Jets, which is interesting because this team was not. This was without Aaron Rodgers.
I heard the recap. I heard the recap there. That was, the Jets. I think they easily could have been a lot better. Like they were close in a lot of games that maybe they shouldn't have been. Like it's kind of. I was just thinking when we were talking about how excited I am for them next year with Rodgers.
Mhm.
Like they have an elite defense, like Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. Give me some A-Rod back, and let's watch the Jets beat the Bills for the division and the Dolphins. That'd be funny.
Yeah, but like I said, I think I will always say this, and this is always my opinion between a good NFL team and a great NFL team, an elite one. A good NFL team might lose to a bad game. They might lose to a bad team. It's like, okay, you had a bad game. That's fine. But for the Chiefs, they had a bad game, but they still delivered the W right now.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yes. And as week
I
4,
that's what no doubt, Stu. Good observation.
and as week 4 right now, we gave the Kansas City Chiefs still an 8. We were still confident right there. I was a little, like I said, we were still like, okay, yeah, I do like this Chiefs team, but a little bit nervous right now. We'll see how it goes, but that's fine. Next, the Chiefs got to play against another tough opponent. the Minnesota Vikings.
What's up with their schedule?
Yeah.
Seemed like they had a pretty nice run here in the middle.
Yeah.
An easy team.
Yeah, a really nice schedule in the middle. And like I said, like the Jets, they did a little bit better. Patrick Mahomes got 2 touchdowns, 280 yards. They were looking good. Though, Chris Cousins had a good game, 2 DDs right there. It was a very close game. I mean, honestly, it was kind of not as close. And basically, they got a touchdown in garbage. They got a touchdown on like 20 minutes left, 12 minutes left. But
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs hold them down. They got another W right now. And we're still feeling good about them Chiefs, Douglas.
We're sitting at what, 4-1 now?
Yes. They're 4-1 right now. And in week 5, we gave the Chiefs another 8.
Mm-hmm.
Still feeling good. Still
Nice.
feeling like great. We were like, all right. The Chiefs' momentum is rolling in here. They're looking good. Now they got to play against another team. That's going to be another team they like to own a little bit for the last 6 years. I just like to say who lives maybe rent-free in their heads every time when Patrick Mahomes comes and beats up them. And I'm talking about the Denver Broncos. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Another Amazon Prime game for Thursday Night Football where, oh my goodness, it didn't look as Russell Wilson had 2 interceptions in this game. I know we're not talking about we're not looking as great, though we'll say Patrick Mahomes got the touchdown and got the dub. Looking good. And the defense looks amazing. 2 interceptions in this game. Granted, they did get an interception, but that's okay. And Patrick Mahomes at least scored 306 yards for a touchdown. We're still feeling
nice.
I mean, granted, it's still an okay game. That's still a little bit close. I'm a little bit like, we'll see. I'm still feeling confident with these Chiefs because it's like, you know what? It's another trucking Chiefs. How can you say no to the Chiefs? They're looking great.
The T-Swift magic is real.
And Swifties mile and wide decided to wear some jerseys named Kelsey. Just saying after that. And we both gave them an 8 also.
Very nice, very nice.
They're looking good. They're looking fantastic right now. Now, we're now against another. They're now in week 6. Wait a minute. Did I give them this 6? Actually, oh wait, we're in week 7. Week 7. Now.
Yeah, we never dropped them down to a 6. Yeah, they were at a 7, right?
Yes. Yeah. No, we actually gave them an 8 this week because they're
okay.
Douglas,
Okay.
they're winning. They're winning all these games, man. I know it's against the
Broncos. Yeah, they beat the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this before or after the Broncos gave up 70? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, that was that was week 2. That was week 2 against the Dolphins.
Week 2.
Yeah. If you're a Broncos fan, it was Broncos country. Let's ride. Or I like to joke what your name tree said. The ride never ends. The ride never ends if you're a Broncos fan, right?
Right, my goodness. And then they almost made a playoff spot. Like, what a weird season for the Broncos. But we're talking about the Chiefs.
But like I said, we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, the dominant Kansas City Chiefs right now. And now the Chiefs are going to have to play another tough opponent. A coach who they played against said, I'm going to call the defensive plays. That's right. We're talking about the San Diego Chargers. And guess what they did? Beat them decisively.
Well, still, here's the bumper part, though. If that dude would have coached better, Michigan might still have Jim Harbaugh. What a shame. What a shame.
But the guy wanted to yell at reporters and talk about that he can call defensive plays. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, we digress. We're not going to talk about the Chargers. That's going to be next week when we're going to do our season recap of all the teams that didn't make it to the playoffs and see what can we do to maybe get them to the playoffs.
Yeah, man. The only team that's hopeless are the Panthers, but that we digress.
Yeah, like I said, I will dog on those Panthers, man. But anyway, Justin Herbert had a bad game, 2 interceptions right there. And the chart, and like I always said, Mr. Cook is about to be cooking because he got an interception. Patrick Mahomes got 4 TDs in this game.
Oh,
124 yards. He was just like, hey,
I'm the best QB in this division and this league. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Herbert got nothing on me.
Hey, Herbert, Chargers fans, you're like that Twitter meme. You're pain. Chargers equals pain this season.
Dude, for most seasons, my goodness. What a hard fan base to be a part of.
Yes, those 5 Charger fans that exist in this country.
Yeah, all 5 of them.
I feel so sorry for you Chargers fans.
You know what's funny? I have some of the families I work with are Chargers fans. It's very wild. I finally met a live Chargers fans too. They exist.
They do exist. Chargers fans exist.
Granted, I'm pretty sure it was still like a San Diego Chargers like shirt, but like that's not the point.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. They were still wearing it.
And like I said, it's not the point also because like I said, the Chiefs were being dominant. Patrick Mahomes looked dominant. Defense looks dominant. That is probably the one thing, and we're going to talk about for the season. The Chiefs being dominant. And we decided after week 7, we were like, you know what, Douglas?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that thing on the preseason where we thought about the Chiefs?
Yeah. That's a good number.
That's a good number for the Chiefs right now. I'm thinking this team is going to another Super Bowl.
Dude, if I remember correctly, at this moment, I'm pretty sure we all thought it'd be Eagles Chiefs again.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I think at this moment we both gave I gave the Chiefs the 9, and we gave the Eagles. But granted, the Eagles they got the 9 in the same week, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Well, what a week.
And then we got to talk about next week, where I felt like, man, did I make a mistake giving them the 9? Because the Chiefs had to play against the Denver Broncos, and they looked bad.
What? You were just smack talking the Broncos. What happened?
We were talking about the Broncos, and they were just like, what? I know they looked okay, but what?
What?
The same Broncos? The Broncos that we literally, they beat them? Literally, Patrick Mahomes owns the Broncos, and now in Bronco Stadium, they lose badly, 24-9.
I don't believe it.
No touchdowns.
I don't believe it, Stu.
2 interceptions for Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, I think that's where my fantasy season started to go downhill because this is when Travis Kelce kind of went quiet.
Oh yeah, Travis Kelce only had like 58 yards.
Yeah, he started to really not do much for me in the middle of the season.
And only had like 9 catches in the ball.
It's not good enough.
It is not good enough. Only for the passing yards, and this is interesting, 420 yards passing.
For Russell Wilson?
No, for the whole Chiefs team. Everybody. Travis Kelce, everybody.
424?
No, 220. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's not a lot. Okay.
That's not a lot.
I was wondering how they put up 9 points with 424 passing yards. I was confused. My apologies.
Oh my God. No one got 100 rushing yards. 62 rushing yards in this game. Compared to the Broncos.
Yeah, it looks like the Broncos figured out their defense. Crazy.
Yeah, the Broncos figured out their defense and 2 interceptions right there. So we're kind of like, red alert. Is this bad? This don't look good. But we're like, all right, understand. Chiefies gotten a 9. But we decided to still give them the 8.
No, I think we drop him to a 7.
No, we dropped him to an 8.
Oh.
Surprisingly, we did not drop him to the 8. Maybe because of it's just like everyone else kind of had a letdown week.
Yeah,
But
let's see.
Yeah, we only dropped him down to an 8.
Are you talking about week 8?
Yeah.
I see a 7, Stu.
Oh shit. We did drop him down to 7.
Got him.
This is why we're not professionals and we're a bunch of casuals, right? On the Casual
Stu,
Sports Talk
going into
podcast.
the next NFL season, I want to be so important that I get banned by the NFL.
Yeah, all right.
Important.
Let's do it. Let's get without getting arrested. I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. No, nothing illegal, Stu. Nothing illegal.
All right. I just want to make sure because I've learned one thing in life, Douglas.
What's up,
I'm
Stu?
not good for prison. I'm not.
That's the one thing you've learned in life?
Yes. You
Okay,
see me
Stu.
go in fights? Do you see me do all that? No. That's why I'm not.
You know, Stu, and I think part of the problem too, like, do you remember that time in Ann Arbor where you just like stared at the fight and then like you like almost got involved in the fight from staring at it? I think that would be really bad in prison. Like if you stared at a fight, then all of a sudden you're gonna get thrown up against the wall. Gotta be able to look away from those fights, man.
I know. But
Avert your eyes, move on.
But you know what we have to look away from? We're segueing into week 9. And we're heading to Deutschland this week.
Oh,
We're
nice.
going to the land of Wiener Schnitzels and Frankfurts. We're heading to Germany, baby, for the first time where the Germans in Frankfurt are going to have an NFL game, the inaugural German football game in the NFL.
Hopefully, American football gets recognized as bigger than soccer here soon. That's global coverage.
Yes. Let's get the global. USA. But guess who in this interesting game? Kansas City Chiefs are going to play against the Miami Dolphins, which is interesting to have that as the inaugural football game. It's actually they didn't just put up like the Chargers versus Jaguars or something like that as like an awful game.
I remember this game too. This was like a big time game that I think disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Chiefs blew them out.
Yeah, the Chiefs did. No, actually, yeah, it was. But actually, it was actually more of a close game, to be honest with you. It was actually like it was 21-0 in the first half, and at least the Dolphins got 2 touchdowns, and that was it. So it was 21-14. Chiefs decided to do.
Yeah, they made a little bit of a run on it. Poor Tyreek Hill, man, had to lose to the Chiefs twice this year.
Yeah, that's what's so amazing about the Chiefs, and I will always say it. I know we're doing the season recap. You lose Tyreek Hill, he's going to Dolphins. We're still good. We can still Lombardi without him.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy to get rid of literally probably the best receiver in the league and still win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
Eric the Enemy is just going to another team. That don't matter. We got Patrick Mahomes. We got Andy Reid.
We got Travis Kelce.
We got Travis Kelce.
We got Taylor Swift and the general female populace on our side.
We got the general female populace on our side. We got the Swifties. We won the demographic of 14 to 21-year-olds right now in the female.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's oh my gosh. Dude, I know so many people that never cared about football until Taylor Swift started going. Then all of a sudden they were Chiefs fans, man. It was wild.
It is so wild. And you know what's more wild? Patrick Mahomes just got 2 touchdowns in this game. Passed not many yards, surprisingly. Only 185 yards in this game. It is crazy.
You're 1-0. You just kind of go into coasting mode.
Yeah, he just like coasted that game right there. And honestly, there was no, like I said, only 6 punts in this game compared to 7 punts for the other team. Interestingly enough. And honestly, also the rushing pass, actually interesting look. Passing, Patrick Mahomes got 185 yards passing. Also, not that much in the rushing, only 93 yards passing. Actually, it's kind of funny. They actually had the less than the Dolphins in passing, less than the Dolphins in running. But it doesn't matter because we're the Chiefs, baby, and we'll still win this game.
That's the Mahomes effect right there. Doesn't matter.
that is the Mahomes. That is the Patrick. I am the GOAT Mahomes.
Dude,
And
like this is gonna be a weird way to phrase this. But like Mahomes is such a good game manager. Like he's not a game manager as a quarterback, but he manages the game so well. Like nobody is better in those like clutch, like 2 minute drills. If you need to get, 40 yards in 25 seconds, he's your guy. Like you don't even like question whether he'll get you those like yards.
yes, like I said,
Just unbelievably clutch.
it's unbelievably clutch right there. And we just bumped them back up. We were like, okay, all right, let's get them back to the 8. They beat the Dolphins that are good. Let's just put them back to the 8. And like I said, only 2 losses. They're now 8-2 now.
Wow, that's a nice record. Yeah.
Actually, no, sorry, 9-2. But now we're gonna talk about another loss. Unfortunately, they got to play against the
man.
Chiefs. This is the Super Bowl matchup again, where somehow the Chiefs have another stumble, lose a game against the Eagles.
Oh man, fly Eagles fly, am I right?
No, die Eagles die. And honestly, this kind of feels weird in like hindsight. Like they beat because this is like the peak of the Eagles, but I'm still like kind of getting frustrated with the Eagles because it's like, and granted, I do have an Eagles bias, but
Oh yes, he said it. It's on video.
I know. Oh yeah, a Dallas Cowboys fan has bias against the Eagles. Wow, shocking! It's like you
I'm
being
just
like,
glad you said it, Stu. I feel like I've been arguing with that for you for like 6 months. You finally said it. I'm happy.
okay, all right. But
You just made my trip complete, Stu. Thank you.
sorry, can't believe it. Can't believe you suckers. You suckers are trying to make me. But anyway, I
Oh
digress.
man. Yes.
Patrick Mahomes gets an interception in this game.
Mhm.
This is not looking good. Only 1 touchdown by Patrick Mahomes. Actually, 2 touchdowns by Mahomes in this game. The Eagles,
Nice.
Chiefs had the first half, but then the Eagles came back and won this game. 3 minutes and 4
Nice.
seconds left. It's not looking good. And fortunately, the Eagles won, and now they're 10-3. We're like I said, we're still hitting the alarm bells, but like I said, we gave the Chiefs still after week 10 an 8 after this week.
It sounds very fair, yeah.
Very fair indeed.
Because the game was in Philly, right?
No, it was actually in Kansas City.
Oh man. But yeah, we still liked them a lot, so that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and I think we still had this like, yeah, the Chiefs still look good, so I'm not gonna feel like that this team is not like in a bad spot. So it's like, hey, we gotta do this game.
Yeah.
Now this is kind of like the point where we like to call it, yeah, okay. I'm still feeling a little bit nervous on these Chiefs right now. I'm still feeling like they're looking good, but this is not like the Chiefs of last year. This is not like the GOAT Mahomes of last year. But then they bounce back after this game, Douglas. They got to go to Viva Las Vegas and play against them Raiders.
Is this the game where they were losing big and came back?
That is the game. Yes, they were 14 behind, and then they came back, and then just went.
Nice.
They were behind 14 14 points in 12 minutes and 41 seconds of the second quarter, and then and Patrick Mahomes was like, "We're not losing this game again." Boom, boom, touchdown. Boom, we're legit. Boom.
The GOAT, man. The GOAT.
I'm the GOAT right now. Like, actually, Mahomes got 2 touchdowns right there. And also, we've got Piccolo. I'm sorry. Pacheco, right. I'm sorry. Ian Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco?
Yes! Pacheco. Sorry, I cannot pronounce names
Pacheco.
because Pacheco. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Because I like to say, Douglas, I have a PhD in butchering people's names.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Whose name do you always get wrong? Like I can't remember who, but like there was. Oh man, I'll
Ramon.
think of it.
Ramon.
Yeah, Ramon. You always call him Raymond or something.
I messed up on that one, but anyway. But like I said, we gotta go.
We digress. We
We
digress.
digress. I know. Yes, we're all asking who are these random people. I want to talk about the Chiefs. All right, we'll be talking about them Chiefs owning them Raiders right there. Actually, Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes got
dude.
298 yards. The rushing was actually not that bad. It was actually kind of 69.
Mahomes owns Vegas, man. What a guy.
Mahomes owns Vegas. Unfortunately, it should say Viva Las Vegas. Welcome to Vegas, owned by Patrick Mahomes.
That'd be so funny if they got put that on their sign.
Yes. Unfortunately, Pretty Boy. Also, I just realized this is the point when also Chandler Jones from the Raiders, I think, quit midway through the season. No, it was in October. So he's gone.
Mm.
He kind of retires. Yeah. I hope, and I will be honest with you, I hope he does get the mental health he needs to help with that. Just be all serious now.
Yep. Absolutely.
And please, and also random tangent, please don't go on podcasts and say CTE does not exist.
I'm trying.
And also be like Chandler Jones, don't know what CTE stands for.
Oh my gosh. Who said that?
It's Chandler Jones.
Oh, I get. Oh my gosh.
He said that on a podcast.
Oh, that's weird.
How do you say it doesn't exist? We don't pronounce it. I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm not an expert in CTE, but I'm like, okay. Please, I can be in it.
Yes.
Understand it. But anyway, I digress. Also, this is where
We digress.
but like I said, this is the game where also Garoppolo is not playing this game, and this is where Patrick Mahomes does win this one. But and then they win decisively, 31-17. Does really well in this game. And now
Nice.
we both decided, you know what? They had that bad game, but it's okay. We're still giving them eights, baby. Eights. Eights again.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go. But now we're kind of in the week. I like to call it, this is the 4 weeks where it's like,
Who you have this one?
we're going to November. We're going to December right now.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Sorry,
we're-
Stu. I digress. Chris Theodore's here, having a good time.
all right, Chris.
Sorry.
I think Stu has a
Okay.
question. Stu has a
Like-
question for you.
What's the question, Stu?
All right. So, what's your thoughts about the Kansas City Chiefs right now in November, the late November right now? They are now 10-3 right now. They're looking good.
10-3.
Yeah.
Wow. 10-3. Obviously, they're in place to win the division. Head
Yes.
to the playoffs, and then you get playoff Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, 10-3.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
8-3, 8-3 against the Raiders. Sorry, when they beat it down on the Raiders.
8-3.
Yeah, we beat.
10-3.
Yes.
All right.
That's 8-3. That's amazing.
8-3 is great. Yeah, no doubt.
But anyway, we're talking now. We're in the part where I like to call. All right, there's something going wrong with this team. What's happening right now? This is like not making any sense right now. Like this is not Kansas City last year. They got to play against the Green Bay Packers right now, and the Green Bay Packers came out of a hot streak, beating them Lions. I'm sorry we have to discuss that game.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, we can talk about the Packers beating the Cowboys too.
No.
I don't want to talk about the game. I'm fine. I'm sorry, Stu. I'm sorry. It was
Sorry.
a cheap shot.
Pray to the Roger Staubach and the Troy Aikmans. Just saying. When I do the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, I do to the Landry, to the Staubach, to the Aikman Johnson.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty funny, Stu. That's pretty funny.
Yes. But anyway, Patrick Mahomes did not have a good game. Had an interception in this game. They were not looking good in this game right now. They got the loss right here, 27-19 at Lambeau Field. It was not really like, yeah. Honestly, it was more like the Packers just got touchdowns in the chart, and the Chiefs just only got a couple field goals, and that's it. It was not looking good. Only had like, it was basically just field goal, a run, a 1 yard touchdown, and they failed it on 2. And then they just got a 2-yard pass for a touchdown. That's it.
Yeah, that's a pretty weak game.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad game. Like, honestly, the rushing was 149 yards. Patrick Mahomes only got 210 with an interception right there. Passing receives was 210. Like, it was not like, I know they didn't get any fumbles, but it was like not looking good. Like, it was not looking good right there. And unfortunately, we were kind of like nervous. I was like, we got to give these Chiefs a 7. I'm not feeling confident.
Oh,
and this is the interesting part. We are not going to give 8s until we make it to the postseason. This is going to be the interesting part. We were not feeling confident with these Chiefs right now. These Chiefies are not looking good. This is not the Super Bowl winning Chiefs team. And now we're going to talk about another game, Douglas. If anyone can discuss. Anyone can discuss right here. Sorry, I didn't see you.
No, you're good. What are we going to discuss, Joe?
We're going to talk about another game where the Chiefs had a bad game. The Buffalo Bills. They're going to their second loss in a row. For the Bill, this one's a little bit better, a little bit more decisive. 2017. Bills. Which is actually funny because the Bills scored the game-winning field goal in the regular season with about 37-yard kick. Just to remind you that, Douglas, okay?
Yes, sir.
Josh Allen has a great game. Patrick Mahomes got some interceptions. Only got 1 TD. It's not looking good. We were kind of a little bit nervous at this point. We were kind of like, I'm not feeling confident. Can they beat like the good teams? I don't feel as confident right now. I don't feel great for the Kansas City Chiefs right now. We are just feeling kind of down on the Chiefs at this point. This is kind of the low point of the Chiefs, I would say. You were kind of feeling a little bit low. I was feeling a little bit low. And honestly, we both gave him the 7 this week.
Dude, that's whack. Let's see if Cal has an opinion on the Chiefs. I'm sure that's what he wants to do right now, Stusif.
All right, random people that nobody else is doing
Cal, what you think about the Chiefs? Me and Cal bet on the Chiefs versus 49ers for the Super Bowl. I took the Chiefs. He took the Niners.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm sorry. When we discuss our final tier maker. But I digress. So this is their second loss in a row right now. They're 8-5. I'm not feeling as confident on the Chiefs right now. We're just not feeling this great. Sorry, I just gotta get this up. Unfortunately, unlike the Chiefs that are doing not as well in the regular season, they're not charging right now. They are not looking as hot. They're not looking great. And now they got to play against their old rival, the old team that they already beat, the old person that they have been doing well. That's right. They got to play against the New England Patriots. That's right. They got to play against their buddy, their toughest opponent. Like I said, go into Foxborough and play against the Patriots. Who, at this point, the Patriots look really bad. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't feel confident with the Patriots.
Yeah, dude, the Patriots. Yeah, that was a weird one. I think they're gonna replace Mac Jones.
They replaced Mac Jones in this game. They're not looking as great, but it's like, wait a minute. They should be dominating against these teams. I'm just like thinking we're hitting like the low point. We're like getting confused. I'm like, wait a minute. This doesn't feel like a good Chiefs team because they only beat them by like 10. This team is not, they should be dominating. Dominant against the Patriots, who are bad. And this season is really bad. But I digress. Like I said, we're not going to talk about the Patriots. That's next week. Patrick Mahomes gets 2 interceptions in this game. Well, two touchdowns in this game. Only 309 yards. They're not looking as great. They got, like I said, they did get an interception, but it's like they got 2 interceptions against the Patriots, Douglas. This ain't Tom Brady's Patriots, Douglas. This is the 1990s Patriots when they were garbage. There was no Super Bowls.
Yeah.
This was an embarrassment in the NFL. They made Bailey Zappi get a touchdown. It's like, what? This don't make sense. Granted, they were dominant at one point this half, but we're like,
well, I mean, this is the type of game that like shows what we've been talking about, where the Chiefs amazingly have changed their identity. Like now they're a defensive first team, and it's pretty cool.
yeah. But like I said, I think at this point we're both kind of concerned about the Chiefs right now. We were not impressed with the Chiefs. We both gave it 7. We were like, this Chiefs team ain't gonna beat Buffalo. How are they gonna beat all these other teams? And we were concerned, like, are the Chiefs gonna go to the wild card? The wild card? What?
Oh yeah, that was a weird one.
This is weird. This don't make sense.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be another game that don't make sense. And I watched this game. The Raiders. Oh my God. This Chiefs team looked awful in this game. They did not.
Oh, is this the big Aiden O'Connell game?
Yeah, Aiden O'Connell wins this game. This is when
Wow.
the Chiefs look really bad. They had 2 interceptions in this game. There was a pick 6 at one point. This is just not looking good. Patrick Mahomes got a TD and an interception and 406 yards. Yeah, I think everybody was like, wait a minute, this Raiders team is like not that good, but still, I'm just not impressed, but still. How are we supposed to do good in this? How are we supposed to do well? This don't make any sense. Can you explain this to me? It's not computing. This does not compute. This is not the Chiefs.
This is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. What's going on?
Yeah, this is supposed to be the Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes GOATs right now. This is supposed to be the dominance. And they lost to the Raiders 20-14. Touchdowns against the Raiders team that already benched Garoppolo.
Yeah, this was painful, no doubt.
This is definitely, I think at this point, yeah, this is the week when me and you, Douglas, we gave them the 6.
Oh man, all the way down to the 6.
Literally, we're
just
like
making the playoffs.
Yeah, and boy, they did change it. But like I said, we both thought, how in the heck is this Chiefs team gonna win a playoff game?
Well, a little foreshadowing here. I picked against the Chiefs in all the games in the postseason. You know, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was from this moment right here where we're like, they're a 6. I didn't have confidence in them beating a lot of these other teams.
Yeah, I don't think you felt confident. I didn't feel confident in this game. Like, I just did not feel as good. Like I said, we both kind of did not feel confident right there. And like I said, so the Chiefs are now 9-6. But then they're going to have a bounce back. They're going to play against the Bengals. And this is the week where they beat the Bengals. Granted, this is without Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got hurt like a month ago. Jake Browning is supposed to be the quarterback. And then this is the point where it's like, wait a minute, this offense doesn't look good, but the defense? Ooh. I don't know why I did that. I don't know.
It's pretty funny.
I feel like I said, it's my charm. Look at that.
Hey, man. We're having a fun evening.
Yes. 2 interceptions right there. 2 in the 20-yard line. Boom. This defense is like clicking right now.
Man, oh, man. New
Patrick
identity.
Mahomes got a touchdown. I mean, they didn't do as much in the passing, but like I said, they did good. And the Chiefs decided, hey, they're like, all right, I'm going to stand here. All right, I just wanted to let you know. Okay, I'm the Chiefs. Douglas, can you see this?
Yeah.
All right, this is me as the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is what I'm doing against the Bengals because you're not making no playoffs no more. I'm stomping on them. I'm stomping on them. Let's go. Chiefs just finally made it, and they clinched. They clinched. They're guaranteed to make it to the playoffs. Stomping on them Broncos. Stomping on them Bengals. Killing them hearts and souls right now. Like I
That's
said,
the Mahomes we know.
that is the Mahomes we know. Actually, I think we both gave him the 7, actually. This is the moment where we raised him up a little bit. It's like, okay, this might be a better Chiefs team. And now we're in week 18, where everyone's just about where the Chiefs got to play against the Chargers again. They're going to LA.
Oh.
They're actually first in a few home games in LA because Chargers fans don't exist, in my opinion. Am I not wrong?
I mean, I met like 3 of them the other day, Stu. They exist.
They exist. I still don't think they exist.
They
and
might.
Blake
I don't know.
this
Well,
game.
I'll ask them if they're true fans.
I just want to make sure they're true fans. And is that one lady that was a Chiefs lady at the Cowboys game? Does she exist, or is she like a secret like patsy for the NFL?
I think that one. I like that conspiracy theory a lot.
Yeah, she was wearing like a Vikings. She was like wearing a Vikings shirt, like a jersey at one point. I'm like, insane. But anyway, like I said, we'll be short and sweet in this point because, like I said, they already got their players. They're already sitting out. It doesn't really matter. Chiefs win this game 12-13. Blaine Gabbert gets an interception, but no touchdowns. That's why Blaine Gabbert. And also, I still have to realize one thing, Douglas. Blaine Gabbert is still in the NFL.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, actually.
And it would be funny that Blaine freaking Gabbert will get a Lombardi. We'll get a Super Bowl ring. Who would have thought in a world that Blaine Gabbert,
Good for him,
who was a former Browns player, and I remember that, and he was terrible in the Browns like a decade ago.
Well, Jimmy G has 2 Super Bowls, I think, technically with the Patriots. That's pretty weird.
The Patriots. I should ask Fyodor, what's your thoughts about Blaine Gabbert?
If I go find him later, I'll ask him for you.
Yeah, you should ask him. We have a friend right here. I'm sorry, the three fans that are in this podcast listening to this absolute dumpster fire right now of a podcast.
And, if we get Chris Fyodor to join the group, we'll have a lot of fun.
We'll have a lot of fun, but like I said, we can enjoy everybody. We can have everybody in here because, like I said, we're not professionals. Am I a professional, Douglas?
No, neither am I, Stu. We're learning together.
We're learning together. This is the Casual Sports Talk podcast, baby. Let's go. And anyway,
Let's go.
They win this game 12-15. That's fine. And now the Chiefs end this season with a record of 11-6. Not as close. Like I said, Strong Opinion Sports gave them 12-5, but they did win the division. So I can't be hating.
What seed did they get? Were they the 3 seed?
They were the 3 seed, so they got the home games.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, like I said, Douglas, what was your thoughts about this regular season of the Chiefs?
Well, I mean, like I've already alluded to, I picked against them in all their playoff games. I wasn't impressed. I thought that there's really, I don't know, they just felt out of sync most of the year to me because their receivers were dropping catches. They didn't quite look the same on offense. I fully Did not expect them to make it. So I'm very impressed by what they do next.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think a lot of people thought they were going to make it far in the playoffs. Granted, I think a lot of people were like there, but there was like me who was like, you know what? Well, the Chiefs might do well in the playoffs. They're veterans. They ain't amateurs.
Mm.
They're not like us, who are amateurs. For the Kansas City Chiefs,
Mm.
I'm Patrick goddamn Mahomes.
You know, this really for me cements his GOAT like argument, you know. Like the fact that he was able to do this playoff run still blows my mind. Like I am fully convinced now that he is one of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good question when we get to the end of the season. When we get to the end of this podcast, we got to talk about like who's better right now in this point, like him or Brady. But like I said, I digress. The Chiefs, we're in the postseason right now. We're in wild card week. They didn't get to go. They decided to have this game in Peacock Land. That's right. The Chiefs get to play against the Dolphins. Interestingly enough, I had an argument with you, Douglas, with this game.
Mhm.
You thought the Dolphins were somehow going to win the game, and I
Dude,
was like,
yeah.
hey, dummy, look at the weather report. It's going to be like -4 degrees with a wind chill of -21.
Oh man.
And you thought that the Dolphins, who from Miami, was going to win. I still want to.
I like to think so, man. I tried to buy in on the Tua hype. Now I sold all my stock in Tua.
Yeah, honestly, if we got some stock options right now, you're selling them. They're penny stocks at this point. Like they're not even at like I wouldn't give any money to the two of.
Yeah,
None.
no, I definitely bought high and so I'm selling low. I'm over it.
Yes, and we both actually. I bullied you, Douglas, to give them the 7, and I gave the Dolphins the 6 because you were like, "No, why are you giving them the 7?" But like I said, I'm Patrick
You know,
Mahomes.
I like this too. That's where we can both keep receipts on bad takes. I like it.
Yes. And like I said, this game was so cold. It was so cold in this game with the power of the Swifties that even water bottles, if you want to buy at the Arrowhead Stadium, was freezing up in less than 30 seconds.
Did you see Andy Reid's beard or like mustache that was all frozen?
Oh my God. The Andy Reid's beard, who I do joke looks like a walrus, and I will say some of my friends did think it was offensive to call him a walrus, but he looks like a walrus. I think of him as a walrus.
You know, I mean, if he was a walrus, he'd be the goat of walruses.
Yes, yes. If I had to pick an animal for Andy Reid, it's a walrus.
You know, I have respect to walrus.
I don't know. If I had to pick Patrick Mahomes, that's a good question. I think I don't know. Not a zebra. What's the one? Giraffe. Kind of like a giraffe. What do you think?
Yeah, giraffe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can picture it with like his curlyish hair.
Yeah. I feel like the curly hair. I feel like a giraffe.
All right. That's an interesting one. Though.
I don't know. This is getting weird in the podcast right now.
Hey, that's okay. You know, that's what's gonna get the viewers, Stu.
Yeah.
But we digress. We digress.
We digress. I know. We're talking about the greatness of the walrus and the greatness of the goat giraffe. Patrick, I'm the goat giraffe Mahomes.
Oh man.
This is so much fun. We're having so much fun right now. And guess who also dominated this game? The Chiefs. Looking great. Like this is going to be the total opposite. Like this is going to be the total opposite right now of what happens with the 49ers, where they were like everybody else was looking kind of bad. Like it was more like the other teams blew it, and then the 49ers, took the advantage. But the Chiefs were like, boom, we're looking good. Unlike the Peacock broadcast. Just saying.
Why the random Peacock shade?
Yes, because the Peacock was bad. The broadcast was bad. at some point it didn't show the game.
I don't remember that. That's very funny though.
Yes, I remember that. But anyway, I'm sorry. I had to do some peacock shade, but it's okay because I'm the Chiefs and we're dominating this game. And Patrick Mahomes got a touchdown, 262 yards. They just look good. Like,
Yes, sir.
they're looking good. And they honestly were decisive in this game. Granted, I think probably the advantage of this game was because it's in the cold and it's against the Dolphins. And Tua looked really bad in this game. I'm not gonna lie, Tua did not look good.
Yeah. No, did he? I don't know, man. This was one of those games. I think we talked about this a lot, but like, both made me really respect Mahomes more and Tua less, very simultaneously.
Yeah, honestly, that's how I felt about this Chiefs game. After this Chiefs game, I'm like, I'm looking really good. They're looking really great. And now the Kansas City Chiefs, we're like, oh God, we got to play against a team that we lost to. I'm feeling a little bit nervous right now.
On the road and Mahomes' first ever road playoff game.
Road playoff game ever in his career. He got to play against the Buffalo Bills, which is a close, like gridiron, close game. It was just pass after pass after pass. And like I said, they got to play against the Bills team that's like, we're putting all our weapons right now. We are putting all our chips right now to finally vanquish the evil empire that is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my gosh, this one was hard, man. Like I still feel pain for the Bills fans because like if you didn't win this one, when will you, man? Like you aren't gonna do it.
Yeah, I think honestly,
Sell everything, rebuild.
like honestly, this is the week where they're just like, guess what? Hey, Bills Mafia, Patrick Mahomes has you rent free in their heads. You have them rent free in their heads because Patrick Mahomes can go. Oh yeah, oh I can win an Arrowhead. Oh yeah, hey Bills Mafia, I can go to your stadium in Buffalo and still beat you.
Oh, it hurts.
And also, what's more painful for a Bills fan? It's reminding me a great past in 1991 when they played against a Super Bowl team, the Giants, where they had a 40-yard kick and the kick went right. You know what happened to this game with the game on the line?
Oh, don't say it.
40 yards. Somehow in the
Don't say
same
it.
like, oh
Don't say
wait,
it.
you know where the kick went?
Don't do
Right
it.
again.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
The misery. The misery.
The misery of pain, the misery of dread. Because you know why? There's no hope for you, Bills fans. You're never going to beat a Super Bowl. The Chiefs just own you. They will always own you.
Oh my gosh, dude, forever.
Josh Allen, you're never going to beat Mr. Mahomes in a post-playoff season. I don't care you beat in the regular season. It's only about one thing. Did you beat them in the playoffs? Oh, wait, you didn't. And now we're rising them up. Also, I will say, I gave the Chiefs going to win this game. And you, Douglas, owe me another apology because you gave Buffalo the chance to beat them.
Oh my goodness, man. Like this hurts. This one hurts. I don't know what to say.
Yes. Like, do you still want to give me an apology, Douglas, again?
No, I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that
You're
far.
not gonna apologize for going against the Kansas City Chiefs in 2
Well,
weeks?
I mean, yeah, I can apologize for that. I mean, I've apologized already. Like I apologize. I've gone against them all 3 weeks because we know what's coming next.
Oh,
We know what's coming next.
Oh yes. I think do we both got to give an apology to the Chiefs now? Because we both decided. It was like, well,
Yeah.
the Chiefs are looking good right now. But can they beat the Baltimore Ravens?
And I didn't think they had a chance to. Thought they had no chance.
I was like, oh. But then I watched this game right also. Actually, I watched most of these games. And the Chiefs just were like, hey, Baltimore fans, here's something you're never going to have with Lamar a Super Bowl.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yes, they were dominant. This is honestly was like a defense and offense game. This is like a pain that Baltimore fans have to deal with for years. Like this might be
Yeah.
the worst loss. But granted, we're not gonna give the that's gonna be sometime.
We
gotta-
digress. We digress.
We digress. We got to do sometime. We might have to do a eulogy on those. But guess what?
Hmm.
Baltimore lost this game. 17-10. They were dominant in the offense, dominant in defense. Patrick Mahomes got 141 yards, a touchdown. Pacheco got a touchdown. Travis Kelce got his TD.
Nice.
Lamar Jackson got an interception. Not looking good. Not looking good. There's three. And unfortunately, it was not looking good. And that, I will say, is the recap right now of the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, we were not feeling good midway through the season, beginning of the season. Like I said, the recap. Felt like this team was going to make the Super Bowl. Felt like this team had a little bump in the road between. Honestly, I would say their bump in the road was week 8 to week 16. Like that mid part was probably there, but they just accelerated it up in the postseason. Honestly, this is how I feel about the Chiefs, Douglas. Hear me out.
I'm all ears still.
Okay. The Chiefs, I feel like the Chiefs kind of remind me of another team that won a Super Bowl. Maybe their final Super Bowl. The New England Patriots in 2018 season. We were kind of like, they had that embarrassing loss here and there. What? Wait a minute. They made it to the Super Bowl? They were dominant in the postseason? What? Brady looks great? They won the Lombardi against the Rams? Now, will history repeat itself? And can the Kansas City Chiefs get that third Super Bowl?
You know, they are definitely going to be a dynasty if they do. If they aren't already, I think they're already a dynasty.
Yeah, honestly, they're in the precipice right now of dynasty. And I always say this at this point. In the 60s, when you think of dynasties, you think of the Green Bay Packers. The 70s, you think the Pittsburgh Steelers with them 3 Super Bowls. The 80s, you think the 4 Super Bowls with the 49ers and Joe Montana. The 90s, you think about the greatness of America's team coming back and them Cowboys with Jimmy Johnson with 3 Lombardis.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2000s and 2010s, you think them Patriots. You think Brady, Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're in the 2020. We're in the roaring 20s right now, baby.
Baby.
Yeah. Can the Kansas City Chiefs do it? Can they get that triple crown? There's a very few sports I would say in the Super Bowl era. There's a very few. That is the very illustrious teams to get the triple crown Lombardis. There's teams like the Rams. All right, the Rams won a Super Bowl. That's good. I mean, that is great for your guys. You know what? That gets you a good tier. But can you get that super S tier? Can you get that elite tier right there? Can you hit godlike Super Bowl status? I think the Chiefs can definitely do it. They've been looking dominant on these games. The only game the postseason they had a little close game was against the Bills, and the Bills choked that game away.
Mm-hmm.
Look what they did to Lamar. Look what they did to Tua. Beat them. Destroyed them.
You know, doing it to Herbert. They're doing it to, all these other guys.
Yeah. They've done it to
Jalen Hurts.
The Jalen Hurts of the world. I mean, granted, they did lose that game against Jalen Hurts against the Eagles. But I digress.
They did this year, but they just beat him in the Super Bowl when it mattered most. Just like they beat Tua and Lamar and Josh in the playoffs. Andy Reid wins when it matters most, man.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like, and honestly, this is a weird team compared to last year because last year it was more the offense was doing great, the defense did okay, and now it's like reverse.
Yes, sir.
It's now like the defense looks amazing, and the offense looks okay. I mean, decent.
You
But-
know, and that's like that's what I was saying earlier. It's like Mahomes is just clutch enough to be perfect for this.
Yeah,
It's like the defense going to keep the game close, and then when there's 2 minutes left in a tie game, Mahomes is just going to drive you down and get the field goal.
yeah. And I guess we should ask this question. Okay, Mahomes right now is 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Is he on the same level as Brady now?
I mean, I don't think so. Like, he's close. I mean, he's did what Brady did in his 20s.
Like,
I mean, I think he's going to need to get at least 4 to 5 Super Bowls to be on that tier.
I'm looking at it right
I
here.
know. Dude, tell you.
Stu, man, what the hell are you guys talking about? So
We're talking about how the Kansas City Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl. We're doing a podcast, man.
close to Brady tier.
See, yeah.
Not even close to like he's easily forgettable. If he's retired right now, he's very
Basically, Andrew Luck.
Wow. I'm just sorry. Andrew Luck didn't win the Lombardi. Granted, that was more of his. Just saying, that was more of his tier.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it right now. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. No, at 27. I looked it up.
Dude, I'm
At
thinking we
20
should wrap
at
this up.
28 years old, he already got 3 Lombardis right now.
Yeah.
Brady got at the age of 28 when he got it in 2000. He was 27 years old when he got his third Lombardi in 2004.
See,
Against-
Brady's the GOAT still. He had 3 Lombardis younger than Mahomes. They're not even comparable.
Yeah.
All right, Stu. I think we got to go, though. Everybody's getting antsy. We're going to start playing some games and stuff.
All right. Like I said. Okay. So anyway, you think the Chiefs are looking good?
I told you I'm picking the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, Stu.
Yeah. Like I said, we're looking good right now, and I'm feeling very confident on these Chiefs. But like I
Me
said,
too, Stu.
anyway,
Until
I
next
guess-
time, brother.
until next time, we'll chat you, and we're gonna try to get this final tier maker in tomorrow or
Yep.
today.
We'll do our best, Stu.
We'll do our best. All right, we'll see it. All right, we'll stop the recording. Anyway,
All right.
I'll see you later, Mr. Gators.